So in making real the entitlement for learners of learning for sustainability, and also the commitment in Scotland to support every teacher to be able to demonstrate learning for sustainability in their practice is something that is certain to come through really strongly in this whole process. And so I'm going to hand over to Susie to speak about the context of the professional standards, which are obviously there as a constant and underpinning the requirement for teachers to engage. Susie,
Thanks
let
so
me
much,
introduce you.
Betsy. Thank you very much. It's really great to be meeting up in January, start of what's set to be another busy time ahead of us, but it's really good to take a moment to all be together and to do a bit of planning and looking ahead to the possibilities for development in relation to learning for sustainability. And as Betsy's introduced, 2025 is set to be another time of potential change, particularly in the area of curriculum reform with the curriculum improvement cycle, but also wider change through the new Scottish qualifications body and inspectorate. So it's good to take the opportunity to emphasise that in the near constant flux of educational change, our professional standards are ever present, and in the context of the session today, they continue to guide our learning for sustainability professional plans and actions. Thanks, Kirsten. So GTC Scotland produces the professional standards for teachers and college lecturers, and that's for professional registration, full registration, career-long professional learning, middle leadership, and the standard for headship. And all of those professional standards are underpinned by the cross-cutting themes of learning for sustainability, professional values, and leadership. And these themes are very much interdependent. You'll find them deeply embedded throughout all the professional standards. And the professional values of social justice, trust, respect, and integrity are at the core of the professional standards and very much positioned in learning for sustainability. So starting with teachers and lecturers as individuals, these values extend to our learners, our colleagues, our communities, and the planet. Last year in the Learning for Sustainability Connect sessions, we're really emphasising the role that everyone has to play in the system, no matter what your role is, to ensure that our learners receive their entitlement to learning for sustainability. And some of the aspects that we covered included looking at the student-teacher experience, the role of the head teacher, and the local authority perspective. And similar today, we're all here very much from a variety of different contexts, and there's different ways for us to engage with the professional standards. So just to point out to you that we have some really useful tools on the GTC website to support with your understanding and enactment of learning for sustainability in the professional standards, which you may know already that we've worked with Learning for Sustainability Scotland to develop this hub. And it really helps people to navigate learning for sustainability. You can find it under the registered teachers drop-down menu, and this section on engage is a fantastic place to start to reflect upon where you are at this moment, no matter what your position and role is with your professional journey with learning for sustainability. For those who are registrants who are looking to find particular areas of learning for sustainability within the professional standards that they might currently be interested in developing, one of the things I would recommend is looking at the overview of learning for sustainability tool. It's a great resource and it takes you through all these coloured columns. From the left, you've got your student teacher experience for standard for professional registration, and it takes out particular areas of the standard and maps them all the way up to head teacher. So for example, if you're a registrant considering focusing on learning for sustainability in your curriculum, you'll be able to look across the professional standards and gauge where it is that you're currently focusing on and plan where you might wish to make next steps and how that's mapped out. And it's worth a reminder that for those of you who are completing PRD activities, that you can move across the professional standards when planning your professional learning, and you don't necessarily have to be undertaking a particular educational role in order to use that professional standard to inform your learning journey. As we said, looking ahead to 2025, the year is set to continue to be a period of reform, with the Scottish Government driving forward an improvement agenda for numeracy, which we're going to touch on quite a bit today. And during periods of change, as Betsy mentioned, it's really important for us as professionals to maintain our touchstones of values and standards and to consider how these might shape reform. This will be our 13th year for GTC Scotland since we've become an independent body. In fact, we're the world's first independent registration and regulation body for teaching, and that independent status is particularly important during these times of change, that we can continue to work in the public interest to enhance trust in teachers by setting, upholding and promoting these high standards, which of course takes us right back to our key focus today, which is keeping our finger on that steady pulse of learning for sustainability. Thanks so much, Betsy. Back to you.
Thanks very much, Susie. I'm going to leave you to introduce Shona, as I think you know her far better than I do.
I know, I feel a little sorry here because you're going to get a little bit more of my voice, but mostly of Shona Goodall's. And she does a little introduction at the beginning of this video, but we have pre-recorded some input from Shona, who couldn't be here with us this evening, but was very happy to have a pre-recorded discussion with us, because Shona is, as you will see in the next wee while, has a huge amount of expertise when it comes to bringing together this curriculum improvement cycle area of numeracy with learning for sustainability. So I'll go over to Betsy and Kirsten to play the video. Thanks so much.